What is going on, guys? It is your boy Hyga back with another Lost Ark video, and today, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be talking about how to get your money up, not your funny up, get your wallets fat in Lost Ark. Now, I'm not going to try and clickbait you guys with some how to make 1,000,000 gold, how to make 100,000 gold. This video isn't going to be about that. There's no real consistent way to generate a really high amount of wealth in the game, right? Especially with things like jewelry pieces that sell for tons of gold. That's all just RNG. But there are some things that you could do to generate consistent amounts of gold, whether it's only 1,000 or 5,000, that will add up over time to take you out of the slump. I figure there's no better time than now because I recently honed some characters, got their relic pieces, and at the start of yesterday, I was at 120 gold. I wasn't feeling too well. I was feeling pretty sick last night, so I wanted to record it yesterday, but if I still sound a little sick or congested, that's why. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into some of the things that I'm personally going to be doing to make sure that I get out of that money slump. Now, the first two things that I have on the list kind of go together, but the first one is selling your great honors or honor leapstones, selling your leapstones. Now, one of the amazing things with the recent patch, with the new Hyper Express event, as well as the Arc Pass, and now Arc Passes can be purchased in the cash shop, more people are going to start to generate 1370 alts, right? The game clearly wants you to get to 1370. And when you get to 1370, you're going to be fighting Night Fox Yoho. If I remember correctly, Night Fox Yoho gives you about 6 great honor leapstones from 2 runs. And if you do that on multiple characters, that'll add up. Let's say you have 6 characters times 6, that'll be about 36 great honor leapstones, which you could sell, and that'll give you, with current prices on my server, they're around 30 gold, just about 1,000 gold. And now 1,000 gold isn't that much, but it's better than being in the slumps, and this is every day. So imagine if it's 1,000 gold every day, right? The prices also change. Sometimes they drop. Maybe it goes less than 1,000. Sometimes it'll go higher than 1,000. But you do this every day and it'll start to add up. Now, on the topic of people having alts, and maybe your alt isn't high enough to be doing Night Fox Yoho, if you have a character that is under item level 1340, consider doing ARGOS instead of Armored Nacrasena. If you don't need the extra Guardian Stone crystals or Destruction Stone crystals, then it's very possible that the Life Leapstones could be more expensive and therefore worth more of your time than the Honor Leapstones. So let's see. Honor Leapstones right now are going for about 22 gold. But I think from Armored Nacrasena, you only get like 4. You don't get that many. I think it's like 4 to 6, which is less than 100 gold. And when you do ALBERHASTIC, I think you get like 18 Life Leapstones. And with the reduced prices of Guardian Stone crystals and Destruction Stone crystals, you can get a whole bunch of Life Leapstones, especially if you have a rest bonus. You can get a whole bunch, sell the Life Leapstones, and have enough money to buy Honor Leapstones or Guardian Stone crystals back and still make a profit. Now, I'm not saying you have to do this, but if you have a character that's like 1310, you can consider, right? It depends on what server you're on. It depends on the prices, but ALBERHASTIC is definitely easier than doing Armored Nacrasena. I know there's a lot of like bots around that item level, and sometimes the runs don't go that great, but consider it. Do the math. See if doing ALBERHASTIC would be better for you money-wise than doing Armored Nacrasena. Another big one is boss rushes. If for some reason you are unfamiliar, once you get into tier 2 and you start doing your chaos dungeons, you have a chance of getting boss rush tickets dropped from your chaos dungeons. Now, boss rush tickets themselves, when you do the boss rush event, they don't give gold. However, they do give a lot of gems. They give you leapstones, great honor leapstones, and gems. You cannot sell the leapstones or great honor, the honors or great honors, but you could save those for honing in the future, but you can use those gems. You can sell those gems. So for me, this is my main character. He's 1475. I have him with all level 7 gems. He does not need level 7 gems. I'd be technically fine with just level 5 gems, but he's my main. I want level 7s. I have level 7s on him. All of my other alts that are 1445 and below, I have with level 5 gems. Once all my characters are gemmed out, any excess gems, I don't put on any characters anymore. I take them, I put them in my roster storage, and I convert them up on my main. As you can see, I have 2 level 5 gems and 2 level 6 gems. So today, from Chaos Dungeons, or maybe if I have another boss rush ticket on some of my alts, I'll be able to get another level 7, and I can sell a level 7. Those go anywhere from like 7 to 10k, depending on the class, right? With the Arcana just coming out, if you get a good Arcana gem, it could even go for more, like 15, 20k. I don't know how desperate some of the Arcana people are, but I even had a friend sell a War Dancer gem for like 19,000 gold, which is absolutely bananas. Usually the price price of royal crystals and blue crystals in the shop kind of coincides with how much gems are worth. So usually the higher the number here, the more gems are going to be worth, which is kind of a good thing to look out for. Prior to the summer update, this was down to like 400 gold and gems were going for like 6k, and now it's up to 530. Gems are going for back to like 7,500 to 8k gold, depending on the class and gem and whatnot. Now this one isn't, I don't really recommend this one, but it can technically still make you money, is running cube tickets. Another thing you get from doing your chaos dungeons, you get these in tier 1 as well, is you get cube tickets. Now cubes themselves can give you all different types of rewards, and if you get treasure rooms, which is RNG, you can have a chance of getting the chest room. There's a treasure chest. You open up a treasure chest and you get 3 engraving books, and you have a chance of legendary engraving books. You can get all types of legendary engraving books, not class ones, only the regular combat ones like Grudge, Keen Blunt, Hitmaster, Precise Dagger, all things like that, Spirit Absorption, Supercharge, and all those books can go for some money, right? Some on the low side, like, you know, 5 gold. Shout out Enhanced Shield. I get those all the time. But let's say you hit the jackpot. What if you get a Grudge book? What if you get a Keen Blunt book? Those are going for upwards towards 10,000 gold. That can help you a whole lot. Are you going to get it? Is it guaranteed? Definitely not, but it's worth a shot. And I've had friends get lucky from them. I run them as much as I can throughout the week. Well, definitely not as much as I can, but I try to run them throughout the week. And sometimes I get lucky. Last week I got a legendary Hitmaster book. That was my first good legendary book in weeks, but you know, it helped. The next thing is our raids, right? We have Abyss raids, Legion raids, and these, though they can give you drops that give gold, right? If you get a good jewelry piece or a good legendary engraving book, a good stone, all these things give money, but they give money naturally. Just from completing it, you get a gold reward at the end. From completing Argos P3, you get about 3k gold. You get 2,700. And I believe it's around the same for Vaultin. I believe Vaultin Hard gives like 3,300 gold or something like that in total if you do not buy the chests. That's another thing related to these. If you do not need the mats, then you don't need to buy the chests. From clearing Vaultin Hard on my main, I don't need any of the gear anymore because I have my 6-piece Nightmare set. So I don't even buy the chests, and that gives me an extra 1,000 gold in my pocket. Another thing you could be on the lookout for selling is Destruction Stone crystals. There's all different types of ways of honing up to 1415, honing up to 1445. And a lot of times, if people are looking for the most efficient or cost-efficient ways to hone, it often tells you to leave your weapon at a lower item level because your weapon is so expensive. It costs the most leapstones, the most protection mats, the most gold, all of that stuff. So if you don't need to hone your weapon, sell the Destruction Stone crystals. Those are actually still worth something. I believe Guardian Stone crystals are down to like 3 gold now, but Destruction Stone crystals still go for like 10 gold or 9 gold, and that can add up and that can give you a lot of free gold. If you're not honing your weapon, there's no point saving them, and if you need the gold now, it's better to get the gold now, and then in the future when the prices continue to drop, you can buy them later. Going back onto a topic that we touched on a little bit earlier, with the new event, more people are going to be having ults at 1370, right? The Hyper Express clearly encourages you to get a character at 1370. The power passes, they're enabling us to get through that dead zone, as well as the honing buffs. So if you have a character that's 1370, I know the prices are going up a little bit, but be on the lookout for Argos buses, especially ones that are on the low end of like 1.5 to 1k gold. If you can get a P3 Argos bus for 1k gold or 1.5k gold, you can go through, get carried all the way through P3, even at 1370 item level, buy the chest at the end, still make like a 700 gold profit on top of getting all of the jewelry, Argos blood, and completion of that. This will allow you to get your legendary gear set faster. You also get a lot more jewelry from P3 than you do from P1. And if you play on a very popular class like Sorceress, Berserker, maybe a support like Bard or Paladin, if you get a good piece, you can sell that for a few hundred to a few thousand gold. Now, another thing that I know a lot of people have not done, some of you, if you have, good job, but there is a good amount of people that haven't done horizontal content. They haven't done the collectibles. You can make a ton of gold through these. The main way is with masterpieces. If you go to view reward info, you can see that masterpieces, they have a 3,000 gold reward, a 5,000 gold reward, an 8,000 gold reward, a 13,000 gold reward, and the newly added, they added this with like South Vern. The 52 masterpieces, 20,000 gold. I'm working on getting this myself because I've been broke, but obviously that's just free gold. So for all your favorite streamers who say that doing Makokos is useless, if you're broke, if you're trying to hone, if you're trying to get legendary engraving books and you haven't done your Makokos, The Makokos give 2 masterpieces. You can get 2 masterpieces from farming some Makokos, and that extra gold can go a long way towards whatever your goal is. This also doesn't require a team. This doesn't require raid, strats, or anything. You can just look up on max roll Makoko guides and just do it after you've done your chaos dungeons. Do it on like a Tuesday when you don't have much weekly content because you're already done. You can do this at your own rate depending on how fast you want that gold. Another thing to look at is things like sea bounties, right? For the sea bounties over here, you get 10,000 pirate coins, but you get 5 of these. That's 50,000 pirate coins. Now, 50,000 pirate coins can be used to buy your weekly pirate shops, right? A lot of people buy the Guardian Stone crystals, Destruction Stone crystals, or the Honor shards from the pirate shops. And if you use the pirate coins they give you here, you can save gold on buying them from the auction house. So it's not technically giving you gold, but you're saving gold. Therefore, you know, you get what I mean. You also get a whole bunch of silver from sea bounties. And I know a lot of people know about this one, but every week you should make sure you're doing your weekly and daily Eunice tasks. On the left here, you can see there's amount of points that you can earn per week, and you get these Eunice tokens in return. After saving up boss rushes, right? As you see, there's 2 weeklies for doing a boss rush. I usually do 2 of them on all of my characters per week. With the guild shop, you have a chance at extra tickets. If I get extra tickets after 2, let's say I have a bunch more, I'll save them. But if I have just 1 more ticket, I'll wait until the next week. That way I can make sure I'm getting progress for this weekly quest towards my 70 points. The faster you get this, the better. When you fill up this meter through doing your dailies and your weeklies, you can claim all these Eunice tokens and go to the gold shop. And at the gold shop, you can buy these chests, right? Large gold chests. I know some people prefer to play it safe and you get more small safes, right? You get more thick and thin gold bars. I usually buy the large gold chests every week when I do my weeklies and I get my Eunice tokens. I'm able to buy 3 of these, which in return, if I don't get any of the thin, thick, or giant gold bars, will give me around 5k or like 6k gold. But usually you get a few thin gold bars, which give you 100, or a thick gold bar, which give you an extra 1,000 gold. Now, obviously, if you do a Guardian raid, like my friend MK, and you get lucky, you get a 100 quality best in slot earring that sells for 120,000 gold, then you're not going to need strats like this. But for people, I mean, right now I'm back up to 3k, but I'm still down bad. I'm not going to hold you. Knocking out your weekly Legion raids, I still have a bunch of Argoses to do, a bunch of Vicuses to do, some Vultans to do, and that is going to really add up for my money. I'm also really close to a level 7 gem, as we talked about earlier. So all of these things over time are going to give me quite a bit of change in my pocket. If you're broke on gold, don't feel discouraged. Look at your account and see what you can do to fix it. The reason I got motivation to even make this video is because I've looked at a lot of my friends' accounts that may be struggling on gold or struggling with something on the account. They have really bad inventory management, and there are things that you can do to fix that. It's not the end of the world. If you have any questions about your account, if you need help going through your inventory, organizing your account, and you feel like you're struggling, literally just join my Discord and ask me. I've helped quite a few people who have really poor inventory management try to go through their things and help out their account and bring their accounts back to life. But I hope you don't have those problems. And anyways, I hope this video was somewhat helpful. If it was, a like would be appreciated. I got some more video ideas coming up, so I hope you guys look forward to that. Until next time, it has been your boy Haiga. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend.